Hello friends, my name is Seville and today we are going to discuss about salt keys for mechanical aptitude examinations. As being an engineer, you are giving various type of aptitude examinations. Just I have given a GATE examination. So for that purpose, what to prepare, how to prepare, a very smart method to prepare that question is salt keys. So without wasting much time, let's discuss about the different salt keys. So first one is the slenderness ratio, where slenderness ratio is equal to L divided by K. L is the length, K is given by under root I by A, where I is the moment of inertia. Moment of inertia for circular shape is pi by 64 raised to 4. For rectangular shape it is BD cube divided by 12. Very known formulas. And area for circle is equal to pi by 4d square. And for rectangle it is generally B into D. Second one is LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference. So here there are two kind of parallel flow and counter flow. Counter flow can take place, but for the diagram, the left hand side will be taken as the delta T1 and the right hand side temperature difference will be taken as a delta T2. So for that purpose, the equation is delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln delta T1 divided by delta T2. Mind well, it is ln, not it is ln, it is not log base to 10. Third one is the thin cylinder hoop stress. Hoop stress or circumferential stress, it is PD divided by 2T, where the longitudinal stress is equal to PD divided by T. And here it is for the thick cylinder. For the thick cylinder, stress is given by hoop stress is given by P into capital R square plus small r square, where capital R is the outer radius, small r is the inner radius, divided by capital R square minus small r square. Critical radius for the circular surface is K divided by H, and for the spherical shape it is 2K divided by H. Mind well, if the radius is lesser than, if the thickness is lesser than the critical radius, then heat loss will be increases, and if the thickness is higher than the critical radius, then the heat loss must be reduces. Simpsons 1/3 rule. In case of 1/3 rule, h by 3 y0 plus yn, integration of this function can be treated as y, and h will be given by a minus b divided by n. N is the number of interval which is given in the data. So y0 plus yn, first term last term, plus 4 into odd terms and plus 2 into even terms. Simpson 3 by 8 rule, 3h by 8, y0 plus yn plus 3 into all the terms without having third point, means y3 is not there, y6 is not there, and plus 2 into y3 plus y6 plus y9 in multiplication of 3. And trapezoidal rule, h by 2 plus y0 plus yn plus 2 into all the other terms up to yn minus 1. Okay, the natural frequency of the system is given by the under root k by m. K equivalent for parallel spring, it is K equivalent is equal to K1 plus K2, and for the series connection it is 1 upon K equivalent is equal to 1 upon K1 plus 1 upon K2. And if the number of springs are more, than 1 upon K3 also, and plus K3. Now tan phi, the shear angle, the particular shear angle, to find out the shear angle, it is equal to R cos alpha divided by 1 minus R sin alpha. So R cos alpha, R is the chip thickness ratio, where the chip thickness is more divided by the chip thickness. R is equal to suppose something like 0.81 divided by 0.8. So it is always lesser thickness at the above side and the higher thickness at the bottom side. And R cos alpha, alpha is the right angle. So in order to have, when we are having the value of chip thickness ratio and the right angle, we are able to find out shear angle by using this equation. Biot number is equal to HL divided by K, where H is the heat transfer coefficient, convective heat transfer coefficient, L is the effective length, and K is the conductive heat transfer coefficient. Specific humidity is equal to 0.622 PV divided by P minus PV, where P is the atmospheric pressure and PV will be given by the Carrier's equation, which is PV wet bulb temperature PV saturation at the wet bulb temperature minus P into PV at the wet bulb temperature, T dry bulb temperature minus wet bulb temperature, wet bulb depression it is also called, divided by 1527.4 minus 1.3 TWV, where WV is in terms of degree centigrade. Enthalpy of the mixture is equal to CPV. Here it is T dry bulb temperature, it is T, not here it is T dry bulb temperature plus W HGDP minus, also it is minus CPV T dry bulb temperature minus T dew point temperature. For saturation point, the dry bulb temperature is equal to wet bulb temperature is equal to dew point temperature, and dew point can be obtained by the saturation temperature of the PV. The dq by T is less than 0 for the irreversible process, dq by T is equal to 0 for the reversible process, and dq by T is greater than for impossible process. If there are more number of engines are given, you can are able to derive this equation by Q and T values. If you are having number of Q values, number of T values, then Q1 divided by T1 plus Q2 divided by T2 plus Q3 divided by T3. By using that purpose, if the answer is negative, then the irreversible process. Which one is the more irreversible, that can be also find it out. Also, del Q by T is equal to 0, then it is reversible process, and whether if it is not possible, then what is the answer? The dq by T summation will be the higher than 0. COP of the refrigerant, Q2 divided by W net, where Q2 is the heat absorbed by the refrigerant from the sink, and W net is work required by the refrigerant. COP of the heat pump is equal to Q1 divided by W net. Q1 is the heat rejected by the heat pump to the source, and W net is the heat, the work required by the heat pump. CR, HS, FT, CLY, where 2R plus 2 is equal to S plus T plus Y. If this criteria is satisfied, then the designation of the refrigerant will be given by the R minus 1, S plus 1 into T. So these are some of the short keys which is useful for you in terms of examination. If you are not knowing anything about aptitude examination, you are not prepared at all, please refer this video again and again, twice or thrice. You are able to find out wonderful things out of it. Whenever you are going to apply for any kind of aptitude examination, you will feel confident before applying for that examination, because these are the short keys which is mainly going to be asked in the aptitude examination. I hope you can understand this concept very eagerly, and you need some kind of suggestion. My email ID is available for you. You can comment on this video also, and please subscribe for the more and more number of videos like this. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.